You are watching the Southwestern American Choral Directors Association Connections podcast. Please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel for future content. Hi, everyone. Just a quick note before we start this episode. This was a joint episode with Dr. John McDonald and Troy Robertson. And I had fully intended to have this as a split screen where you could see both of our guests at the same time. For whatever reason, my settings in Zoom didn't save properly, so you'll still see just the speaker-only view. Apologize for that, but I think you'll get the gist of this episode as we discuss all things collegiate honor choir and college fair. Enjoy. So thanks for joining me, everybody, on another episode here of the Southwestern American Choral Directors Association Connections podcast. So we are here today. I wanted to ask Troy Robertson and John McDonald to come on the podcast with me to talk a little bit about collegiate things. So we're going to I don't have really any formalized questions for us. We're just going to kind of talk freely and openly about this. I hope that's cool with you guys. But first of all, maybe we can start with John. John, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, kind of where you are, where you came from, and sort of what you do in the world.
Sure. Well, thanks, Jeff, for the invitation. I am currently teaching at Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. I am director of choir and vocal studies here. This is my third year at WashU. Previously to that, I was at a college in Illinois. Originally, I'm from Tennessee, though, so originally from the Southern Division, and taught high school there in Tennessee before going on to do graduate work at East Carolina University and eventually University of Missouri, Kansas City for my doctorate. So I'm here hosting the college fair for SWACDA, which is really exciting, opportunity for college directors and administrators to meet with the honor choir students, but also for ACDA and the chair of the Communication and Education Standing Committee. So just loving my work with ACDA, loving the work with SWACDA, and looking forward to the conference.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think I got my master's at University of Tennessee, Knoxville, so I have to say go Vols, and I have to insert that right there. So
I grew up in Knoxville, so
sorry about that.
well acquainted with it. Yeah.
Great. All right, Troy, your turn.
So I'm at Tarleton State University. I'm the director of choirs and the also department head for performing arts, which includes theater and music. I've been at Tarleton. This is my 14th year, which is kind of crazy to say. I've been here for a little while. I'm originally from Georgia and taught, and after doing some school in grad school, taught in North Carolina, taught high school for several years, then went on to doctoral degree at Florida State, taught in New York for 1 year up at Ithaca College, and then came down to Tarleton, and my wife and I and our son Winton have been down here for a while now and are loving it. It's been a good place to be. I guess I'll also mention the reason probably I'm here, which is the Collegiate Honor Choir. That's going to be a great experience with Jonathan Thalberg. Hopefully folks are already thinking about who they want to bring. It's a quartet system, but also in the application itself, you can see that if you don't have a complete quartet, just get in touch with me, and I'm going to sort of monitor those applications and where we are in terms of balance, and we can make some accommodations if needed. But it's a great opportunity for students to get some enrichment, work with an awesome conductor, and raise the profile of your program, both within and outside of your university.
That's awesome. Why don't we start there then, talking about the Collegiate Honor Choir. You mentioned our guest conductor that's coming in. Do you have more you want to say about that, or his repertoire, or anything you're excited about there?
Well, Jonathan, if you're not familiar with his work, Jonathan has been a prominent figure on the national stage for, I guess, probably 15 years now. He does amazing work consistently and is just a great guy to work with, both personally and musically. So this is a neat opportunity for your students to see somebody besides you. We don't get as many of those chances at the collegiate level. And then beyond that, again, he's picked some fantastic repertoire that students, I think, will enjoy. Will present some different opportunities to them from, what your own tastes might prefer, but also being part of a larger honor choir of we're hoping around 100 students, maybe more. That's a whole different experience than being part of your chamber ensembles or treble tenor bass groups. Beyond that, again, I guess I would just emphasize it's a great opportunity to advocate for your administration for something cool that you're doing that is really under your control. You get to nominate your best 4, 8, 12, 20 students in quartets, however many you can afford to bring or they can afford to come. Plus, they get that professional development. If they're music education students or if they're interested in choir in general, they can go to the conference and be part of it, and have that opportunity with a real reason to be there. I think the rehearsal schedule is going to be manageable such that they can get out to see some other performances. And I believe our concert is on Friday night, so they'll be done before any Saturday sessions anyway.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll pull up the website here in just a minute so everybody can know exactly where they need to navigate to get all the info. But yeah, I think the application portal is already open, started September 3rd. And there's a lot of great repertoire that Jonathan has programmed and is going to be ready. Now, clarify for us, it's not just undergrad, it's grad too. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so why don't we do that right now? I could just share screen, I think, and we can, how are we doing? Everybody can see that?
Yep.
Great. Okay, let me move my
There you are.
menu out of the way. And then what we'll do is go to conferences, go to, my screen thing is in the way here. Yeah, so if you go to 2026 Collegiate Honor Choir in this menu, you'll see a whole page dedicated to this topic. And there is our conductor, Dr. Talberg, and advantages, what you gain, just give you a little bit of rundown. There's some repertoire, great repertoire, it looks like. And then there's a registration button right here if you hover over it. On the left, it looks like you can see all of the audition timeline, and early bird registration deadline is October 15th. So we really recommend that you get that in before that deadline.
Yeah, and now that I'm looking at that, it looks like a little bit of confusing language. The $175 rate actually begins on the October 15th early bird deadline. So I'm going to actually write an email to Margie and
okay.
to Eric. So yeah.
Great. Yeah, so we'll get that amended. Yeah, it looks like it says $155 student rate ends on October 15th, and we should probably say something about the 175 beginning at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, just jump in here. Tell me anything that you think our members might want to know about this page.
I guess the main thing for me is many of us have been high school teachers in the past. North Carolina had an all-state process where there was one group called the Honor Choir that was by audition, and another group that was by nomination of quartets. And if you've never experienced that before as a teacher, as a conductor, it's a lot of fun because you're able to sort of tailor your choices to students who need that experience, whose experiences will be augmented by doing the honor choir. They'll enjoy one another's company, as well as have kind of a safe haven at the conference, knowing that you're there and knowing that their classmates are there. So it's that model is something different for some people, I know, but it's a great way to experience an honor choir setting.
Great. Looks like we have the full rehearsal schedule here. So Wednesday through Friday, with the concert performance being on Friday night in the Chemo Theater. Really cool theater that I think everybody's going to enjoy performing in. And let's see, there's your email there. That's great. If they have any questions, Collegiate Honor Choir attire, required forms, just kind of scrolling back up. Looks like everything that you might need to know here. As you click on this, it'll take you to our new platform of Cognito Forms. And this has all the things. Should realize that as the sponsored person, you will have to be active, active is probably not the right word, but current with your ACDA membership. So you have to put in your member ID right here. So before you register, make sure that your membership is current for all the students that you will recommend for this honor choir. So yeah, that's great. Anything else that you want to say there, John? You want to jump in?
Yeah, I was gonna clarify, Troy, too. So the director has to be an ACDA member, but there does not have to be a student ACDA chapter for the university. Obviously, that would be wonderful if there is a student chapter of ACDA at the university, but that's not a requirement for participation, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's great. Okay. Did we miss anything here for the Collegiate Honor Choir process?
I don't believe so. It's pretty straightforward, in terms of what's required on the ACDA side. And again, if anybody has any questions or even suggestions at this point, please feel free to email me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and music is purchased by the institution. Does that sound right?
yeah, and then I believe packets are mailed out in January.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I see that. Okay, Honor Choir, yes. Honor Choir music packets mailed to sponsoring directors on January 10th. Excellent. Okay, so maybe we can transition from here. I'll stop this screen sharing. Maybe we can transition here to sort of, and John, you had purview there as well, but the college fair is kind of under your purview as well. We want to talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, great. So, a wonderful time and opportunity for collegiate directors and administrators to meet with the honor choir. Specifically the high school honor choir students will be coming through the college fair. You can set up a table, a booth, bring all sorts of materials and goodies to give out to those students, and a chance just to meet and shake hands and say hi and tell them about your program and invite them to learn more about your university. I know a lot of us on the collegiate side do these all the time, but I think especially with the regional, so at a national level, sometimes it's hard because you have students coming through from the other side of the country who may not consider coming to your university or moving to your region. When you come to the southwestern region, you're a bit closer to all of the constituents there for the high school honor choir students, and they at least will know where you are. Maybe they'll have an idea of where your university geographically is located. I know for me, I was at the last SWACDA. I was pleasantly surprised with how many students that I met. I'm not a big state school. I'm a private school in St. Louis, but I met students who were coming, already committed, coming, people who had heard of my institution and who were considering coming. But I also met some directors who knew students who were already at the school as well. So, excuse me. So just a great opportunity to network and to spread the word about your program and all the things you have to offer. It's also a great chance to meet other directors too. It's kind of a time where you're all in one place together. You can kind of go around and see what other people are doing and what they're about, and have a chance to kind of network with collegiate directors as well. So definitely worth the time and the investment just to have that time together with the high school students and with each other, and really dedicated high school students. I mean, these are students who are traveling to Albuquerque, who are learning this music, who are going to be in rehearsals day in and day out for the honor choir. The type of student that we would all love to come to our institution and sing for us, and then a great opportunity just to meet with them and share what you're about. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, these are really high level students that'll be coming through, and a lot of traffic coming right there. We've made it right where they can't miss you as they come out of rehearsal.
Yeah.
So, John, maybe tell us what's the fee like for this event?
Yeah, so we'll be in touch about that. So we're kind of in negotiations right now about what the fee might be. It's very manageable, especially for institutions. And we'll kind of send an email out to all the membership that have collegiate affiliations with some more deadlines. Semester obviously still starting right now. People are inundated with the beginning of the school year, so we'll give it a little bit of time and send an email out with the registration information about that. But it's again, it's a manageable fee. It's we're not trying to nickel and dime anybody. We just know that events cost a lot of money, so we want to make sure that we have a good offering there. But you can't put a price on all the students you're going to interact with, and not only students but teachers who are coming through that time as well, who are in the rehearsal. I mean, it's just a great opportunity. So yeah, you'll definitely get an email in the next month or so, kind of advertising and getting the timeline going for when to expect the registration and the fee for the college fair.
Yeah, I'll say that my university at NSU, we exhibited last time as well in Denver, and it was a great time to interact with, as you said, with students, with directors, with parents that came through. Yeah, and we do this a lot. I think all of us have exhibited in many different things, but I think this one is really valuable with the caliber of students that really come through. And you get to talk to parents. Sometimes the students don't really know what's going on, what the questions to ask, but if you talk to the parents, that they want to know all of the details, and you're able to kind of convey some of those things and hand out your pamphlets and brochures and things like that, and where to direct them online and that kind of stuff. So I think it's a really good time. And before we sign off, I wanted to give us an opportunity just to really plug Albuquerque. I've been there now 3 times on site visits with the team, and I just can't say enough about this new location that we're going to for SWACDA. It's been never been in Albuquerque. It's never been in New Mexico before. The food is great, culture's great, The theaters and venues are great. The sessions that we're going to have are awesome. The concerts are going to be great. And this opportunity now for Collegiate Honor Choir and to interact with our graded honor choir high school students in college fair is really going to be something. So I just wanted to give another encouragement every time I can to everybody to make sure that you are in Albuquerque. Don't miss it. Anything else to add, you guys, before we sign off here?
Yeah, I'm excited to I've never been to Albuquerque before, but really excited everything I've seen and heard about it. And obviously like the conference itself speaks for it. It's going to be a wonderful time. Troy's going to be there. I don't know if you need another reason to be there other than that Troy
Right.
will be there. So I know that's a lot of the reason why I'm going, but and it's in Albuquerque. So I think it's just going to be those two things. Sign me up. I'll be there. But looking forward to seeing everybody and just having a great conference there.
Well, and I think, in all seriousness, what John said is right, which is that many of the reasons that I go are people like Jeff and John to these conferences to reconnect. And, part of that is professional, part of it's personal. But I'll also say an encouragement to everybody who is listening. And I know by now it's probably just collegiate folks, but many times it seems hard to set aside the time for a conference, but it is always a refreshing experience to be off campus and get to think about things from a different angle for a little while.
Yeah, that's right. And if there's no other reason to go, then to see you two guys is reason enough. So, yeah, I second that, John. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks you guys for joining me today. And if they need to get in contact with you, just verbally shoot out your email real quick. Tell us where they can reach you. Troy.
Yeah, mine's right there on that form for any directors who are looking at that. It's troydavidrobertson@gmail.com.
Cool. John?
Giving out the middle name. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody's going to have all my info now.
You can reach me at johnmcdonald@wustl.edu.
Perfect. All right. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks again.